Hi there, it's Kelly. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm very excited to share this video with you today because I found a stencil that is just magnificent. I've been wanting this stencil since it came out. I had a hard time getting it, but I finally got it and I want to show it in this video today. And I also wanted to show you that I also keep my rainbow distress inks in one tin, but I'm only going to be using the primaries, red, yellow, and blue. And I'm using Waffle Flower Essential Sentiments. This is a great set to have. And I believe the other one is Essential Sentiments Celebration. They're identical. One's a little bit smaller than the other, but they both have great sentiments for multiple occasions. And I'm using Neenah 110-pound cardstock and 130 epic black cardstock from Cut Cardstock, and I'm also using one panel of distressed watercolor cardstock for my watercolor version of this style of card. So to begin, I want to show you something. This is a popular item out there with crafters. It's called the inkstand, and don't get me wrong, I love it. However, it is a little pricey. So for those who cannot afford the inkstand or just choose not to purchase one, here is a great option. You can buy the Distress Mini Ink Cube Tin for, I think it's $7.99, and in some places you can even get it with a coupon. And just keep one for your inks to hold it, and just put maybe underneath your container, maybe a non-skid piece of rubber or, non-skid mat. You put it underneath there, and look, that little insert inside the distress tin holds your ink cubes perfectly. I mean, it's not out in the open like the inkstand version is, but I mean, look how well it's working. So I just wanted to show you that. So this is a really good option to hold your mini ink cubes as opposed to the expensive inkstand, which again, don't get me wrong, I like that too. But this is a cheaper alternative and it works just as good, I think. So I just wanted to show you real quick. I used my little mini ink finger brushes, which I love. And I just did red, yellow, and blue, and I created orange and green by overlapping colors. Now the next version, I'm using the watercolor cardstock, and I'm just going over, not trying to make blends or secondary colors. I'm going over extremely loose because I'm going to be going over it again, and I'll show you here in a moment. Now I'm just splattering on some water with my hand, flicking it on, and then I'm just going to I started to try to move the colors with my brush, which it did work, but then I realized I needed a little bit more color. And I wanted some ink splatters too, so I smushed my colors onto my work surface, and I just picked it up with my water brush, and I just squeezed my water brush to get the colors moving, and I held my panel upright, like on an angle, so the water would flow down and give a natural organic dripping effect. So that's a pretty cool thing to do. I just, looking back in hindsight, I made the card a top folding card, and I should have done a horizontal card because that's the direction in which the water was dripping. You'll see at the end what I'm talking about, but whatever. It's the card I still think looks great. So I just did my water droplets and my splatters and heat dried that real quick. Now I put the stencil, once it was dry, I put the stencil, I didn't clean it, I put it right back on top, lined it up to make sure it was perfect. And once it was lined up, I went ahead and did my inking again on top in a more concentrated version. And I really like the way it came out. I'll show you here in a moment. Then I took my Gina K Master Layouts 2, the one with the stitched border, and I cut my focal panel, and then the mat underneath I used the next layer, which gives a really nice mat. Now here's the cards I made. I just want to show you this version. I used inks from the Pigment Craft Company. They're a Canadian company, and can I just tell you, I'm like obsessed with their inks because I love the colors. They're like a earthy, neutral, muted colors, and I really, really dig them. So I did the same type of thing. I did the ink splatters, water, and then water reactive too. I didn't know that when I got them, so I was pretty excited about that. This is the one I was saying I should have done a side version. So yeah, but you know what? I like the way it came out, and I used the waffle sentiment, the waffle flower sentiments for this one. And this was a happy birthday version, similar, but I did some black splatter on this one. This one, I like the way it came out, and I was like, well, it's a little plain. So here's what I do. I use this trick a lot. Many times afterwards, I said, you know, I wish I would have put black splatter. So I take my black glaze, not a Sakura black jelly roll, but a glaze jelly roll pen that gives dimension, and I just go around manually and add my black splatter. This way it can go, you can put it on afterwards and it's okay. It won't get everywhere, you know? So you can put it where you want. So that's what I did with my last card here. And that's it. So it's really super quick video. I just wanted to show you these cards that I made with the stencil. And what's really nice about the stencil too, it doesn't have those little points, those edges that get caught when you ink blend, like they pull up and everything. You don't have to use any type of adhesive spray, and the stencil stays down great. You don't have to use this stencil, but use any type of stencil and you can make a bunch of cards. Look at all these cards I made. This one I used different colors, and I did the whole image, and then I stamped with gray ink through the stencil to get a double impression, you know, a pattern inside my stenciled image. So that's it, folks. So thank you so much for stopping by. Again, I love this stencil. Any type of floral stencil or something with openings like that, it really works great. You can use any colors to make, you know, I like rainbow. It just, to me, it's foolproof. Rainbow and black, you really can't go wrong. So, and I hope you like the tip on the ink holders for the little, you know, for the mini ink cubes. I hope that is something that can help you. And don't forget, if you haven't liked and subscribed, I would appreciate it if you would do so. That would be amazing. And leave a comment down below for my monthly comment giveaway. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a great day. And don't forget, stay crafty. Bye-bye.